Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel and another episode of the Camper Remodel Series. So, for those who are new to the channel and you haven't seen what's going on here, quick backstory. I am remodeling a 1990 Fleetwood Wilderness camper trailer. The reason why I'm doing that is because, well, my wife and I, we bought some land. We bought some land 3 hours away from here and we're building a house on that land. A lot of the groundwork and all the work that's being done on the property, for the most part, besides the actual home build, I am doing a lot of that stuff. And so my wife and I, we did some quick calculations, figured out what it would cost us to get a hotel room versus buying this camper, and it was more reasonable to just go ahead and buy this camper than to get a hotel room every night. For anywhere from $60 to $120 at the local hotel. That paid this, I could buy this trailer and have it paid off with cash before a month's stay at a hotel. I would rack those bills up pretty quickly. And so I've been remodeling this camper so it could be comfortable for me to do so. And then after we're done using it on the job site, we can use it as a family camping trip, camper. We can take it to Colorado, we can take it to Wyoming, wherever we want to go. Wherever we want to take a camper, we can take this. And so I've been remodeling it for the last 2 months, and I am 99% done. I can tell you that I have hit several speed bumps, and I've hit maybe 1 or 2 roadblocks, and then today I hit the biggest one, a water leak. So when I first got this camper, I went through all the systems. I went through electrical, water, plumbing, as in like the drainage and the holding tanks and that kind of stuff. And I was going to hold off on propane until the very last, because propane, while it is nice, it is not 100% necessary. If I wanted to cook some dinner, I could use a propane stove, like one of them little camp stoves. If I want some warm water, I can do the same thing and just put some warm water on it, wash dishes, and so and so. I made sure the water pump works. It works just fine. I replaced a couple inlets for the water and made sure the tank is sealed and make sure it's not cracked and everything. I mean, I've done all this work. And then today, I was going to hook up the propane to make sure it works internally. In doing so, I was going to make sure that the hot water heater was in good repair. And so I went to the water heater on the outside, and I pulled what I thought should be an anode, the drain plug. And in pulling the drain plug, a large amount of black, moldy, slimy stuff came out. And immediately I was very concerned. Why is there black, moldy, slimy stuff coming out of the holding tank? Not the black holding tank, not the gray holding tank, but the water tank. Why? Well, turns out we have big issues. So I went ahead and I got my spray wand up in there and I started washing it out, and just more of that stuff came out. And then I was like, you know what, I'm going to go inside real fast and check it out on the inside just to make sure there's no major issues or anything. And I'm thankful I did. I kept the nozzle in there, and it was just spraying, and all of a sudden I lifted up the back hatch, and water was all over the place. There was probably a good ½ inch of water sitting on the floor in the little compartment. I'm like, what's going on here? Freaking out, basically. And what turned out to be is that sometime, I don't know when it was, I'm definitely not gonna blame anybody on this, but I don't believe the water heater tank had ever been drained since the last time it was used. And over that time, it cracked. An unfortunate event for myself, but the water tank is cracked. It's not necessarily a cheap fix either. I've put some money into this thing, and I haven't spent over $15 to maybe $20 for a part replacing this thing. And I have replaced a lot of stuff in here. I've got a nice Aromic cedar wall, on the front. I've got brand new speakers. I've got a brand new stereo. I've got carbon monoxide and smoke detectors. I've got stuff in here that I didn't spend over $20 a piece on, besides the TV that I just got mounted. This fix is going to be a big one. All right, so there we are. This tank is cracked. It's done for. I had that wand up in here, and it was just spraying water all over the place. Man, it was all up here, and it was sitting down here, and it kind of, the back of the trailer is kind of sloping out right here, but there was a good amount of water back here. It was over the bottom pipe, and of course my towel soaked it all up now. But yeah, this water heater has to be replaced, and it's a propane water heater, of course. And I've thought about doing a tankless water heater, just an instant electric tankless water heater, which I still might do that, but I got to figure out how I would do so with no electricity back here. But so what I've found is actually the water tank itself is a 6-gallon tank. I could buy that water tank, and for a mere $175 I could have that water tank replaced. But I just want to replace the water tank. I don't want to replace the whole thing. If I replace that and the water tank, that's $400. So that's my expensive issue. I don't know why. Why in God's name this right here is an extra $225 more than just the giant stainless steel water tank. But all it has is a propane inlet and the outlet valve to heat this stainless steel tank. Like I said, it definitely does suck that it's happened the way it has, but I'm not too terribly concerned. Well, guys, you know, something so big yet so small. While it does suck that I have to go ahead and replace it, or maybe hopefully find somebody to repair it, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. And as Grandma always used to say, it'll all come out in a wash. Or some grandmas, wash. I am, of course, you know, it does kind of upset me that I had to repair it. But I'm glad I found it now rather than, you know, when I get it out to the build site. Because I can tell you that would suck. Getting out there, pump the thing full of water and propane and start getting it hot and then water's boiling out and everything. That would not be very fun. I guarantee you that would not be a very exciting thing to have to deal with. So, it is what it is. I'll fix it, and I'll give you guys an update when I do that. But, until then, keep calm and carry on, guys. Stay safe. See you later.